What's good? It's your boy Boss. I just want to give y'all my thoughts and how I feel about Meek Mill's Expensive Pain. So, was Meek Mill's Expensive Pain a flop or not? I guess it's who you ask if you want to ask that question. To me, I feel like it was a flop, and I'll give you the reasons why I feel like it was a flop. One, I feel like it was a flop because in Meek Mill's eyes, and you can go back and see and look this up. This is documented. Um, Meek was on Breakfast Club a few years ago. I think this might have been when he got caught up, got arrested, and was locked up for doing a Willie in New York. And once everybody was doing their campaign to free Meek, and Meek finally got free, and he came out and he was doing his albums and stuff. He had said on Breakfast Club that he would never sell under 200,000 because he feels like he's that kind of artist. He feels like he's that big of an artist where he should be in the ranks of a Drake or a Kendrick Lamar or things of that nature. So, and he even came out and said this recently. He said he feel like he doesn't get enough credit and he should be looked at in the same light as J. Cole, Drake, and Kendrick and stuff like that. But he said he would never sell under 200,000, and if he do, then he ain't that nigga. So for him to sell 95K, that is a flop. Now, on the flip side, this album had no kind of buzz, promo whatsoever. And that was one of the first red flags I was thinking about when he was even putting this album out. Like, I remember, like, since this whole year and summer last year, he just been putting out snippets, snippet this, snippet that. And he became like the snippet king. And I'm like, what is this nigga waiting on? It's like, and most people was thinking, oh, he waiting for all the big dogs to come out and put out their stuff so he can go ahead and put out his stuff. Now, he finally puts it out, and it sells 95K the first week. I feel like it's a flop because what a lot of artists don't realize, and it's just the nature of the games, the nature of the beast. A lot of people rarely even care about the music these days. For a person to sell, it has to be a lot of things outside of just having a good project that people can jam and listen to. People actually have to like you. They have to like the things that you're doing. They have to like what you represent. And I know that might sound stupid because this is the music business. It should be if you put out a good project or not. That should be what people basing a judgments on. But that's just not the world we live in today. So over the years, Meek Mill's attitude, his arrogance, the way he's been moving around, people don't like that shit. The way he be on social media talking like he's some big dog and he one of the biggest artists out. That just rubs people the wrong way. And he finally got a humbling when this album came out. He even got an interview right now with Speedy Norman, Complex News, where Speedy asked him, do you care about album sales? And he kind of like, nah, album sales don't matter. Matter of fact, I don't even want to be on Billboard. I think they should take me off Billboard. And that just feel like such sore loser talk to me. Like, you didn't do what you said you was gonna do, and now all of a sudden you taking your ball and going home because niggas don't want to let you play in the game. That's what that feel like to me. I don't fuck with that, and that's the attitude that I'm talking about that rubs people the wrong way, that make people not want to fuck with Meek. It's like he doesn't want to keep it real. Another thing that may have contributed to this is academics. Now, if you recall, academics was on Clubhouse a few months ago, and damn near the whole industry was there. And Meek decided to jump into the call, and Meek and academics have they problems. It all started from when Drake and Meek was going at each other. Everybody under the sun knows that Drake is Act's favorite artist. So when Meek was losing that battle, he felt like Act was painting the narrative or helping people feel like he was losing, when in actuality he just lost. You wasn't winning because of yourself, bro. It didn't have nothing to do with academics. But he kind of held that grudge with academics over the years. And then he been trying to paint a narrative that academics is bad for the culture and all this other shit, when in the same breath he was begging Act to post his ass and wanting Act to post certain stuff to make Drake look a certain way. But Act was like, nah, I'm not doing that shit. And that all goes back to artists back in the day being able to use their leverage and their power with these DJs or interviewers and be like, oh, if you fuck with this person, well, I ain't gonna give you no interview. If you do this, I ain't gonna do that. Nicki Minaj is a number one culprit of that. She like to use her leverage to, oh, if you gonna fuck with Cardi B, I ain't fucking with you. She did that shit. She still do that shit to this day. And that's what Meek was doing. And Act was like, nah, I'm not doing this. So over the years, Meek and Act been having a back and forth. But to go back to that Clubhouse call, and you can go look at it, it's on YouTube. I really wish y'all should go look at it. Meek just sounds so crazy. He looks so crazy. And I think that was the turning point for me with Meek, because the way I looked at him under the light after seeing it and hearing that call, it was never the same again. I just feel like he's tried to be some big tough mob boss who felt like he was actually running the culture and he was such a big dog in the culture, which Meek is a big artist in the culture, but he be throwing some extras on it. Like, I'm not trying to hate on Meek. Like, you have to I really wish y'all could go look at what I'm talking about and listen to it so you can hear what I'm talking about. He talks with such an arrogance that people is not gonna fuck with it. So this album sold 95K first week. He said he would never sell under 200K ever again. And it's been cold out here for me. Do I like this album? I say this probably the first Meek album that I actually don't care for. It doesn't really have any replay value. It's a couple of joints on there, but like Championships was fire, Wins and Losses was fire, Dreams and Nightmares fire. Excuse me. Like, Meek albums are normally fire, and I can get where he's coming from when he feel like he's a big dog. He's never gonna sell under this, but it all goes back to what I was saying. Once people stop fucking with the way you move and the things you do, that hinders your album sales, and that hinders people actually giving you a chance whether you have good music or not. So I feel like Meek Mill's Expensive Pain was a flop. It wasn't a really good album. And to be fair, I'm gonna put this out. If y'all don't know, it's been rumblings that Meek and Rick Ross have been kind of having some tension. Meek wants to get off of MMG, so maybe I'm just gonna say, to give Meek the benefit of the doubt, maybe he just gave Ross this album to fulfill his contract so he can get off MMG, and he's holding the Heat Rocks to put out once he's finally free of his deal. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt and say but maybe he just put out a lukewarm album. But this your boy Boss. I just want to give y'all my 2 cents and my thoughts on the whole situation, whether Meek Mill's Expensive Pain was a flop or not. Y'all let me know in the comments below. Did you fuck with Meek Mill's Expensive Pain? Do you like it? Or at the same time, do you kind of feel like what I'm saying and have some of the same thoughts that Meek Expensive Pain wasn't as good as it should have been, or people saying it is? Let me know down in the comments below. Like I always say, man, I appreciate every one of y'all that click on my videos and watch my videos, whether you watch the whole video or half the video. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to hit the bell notification so you know when your boy drop a new video. I'll catch y'all on the next one. I'm out. Peace.